What's up, YouTube? Hey, we got a great review for you tonight. We're in the bunker, and I saw this company on Facebook, and just from the name of the company, I wanted to review their stuff. I didn't really care what the flavor was. I just wanted to do it. This is Whiskey Rebellion, and they had me from the name. You had me at whiskey. So I sent them an email, and they replied really quick, and I just told them, hey, I'd love to review your stuff. And they sure said, sure, what Nick level do you want? And they sent me every one of their flavors. Blew me away. And I just got to show you this packaging. They sent it in this little burlap bag. It's got their logo on it. And then in it, they sent me an envelope with my name on it, saying they're really looking forward to the review, you know, and told me a lot about the company, which we'll get into in a minute. But I just thought that was a cool touch. And they sent me this card, which has their name on it, and then on the back it has all their flavors. There we go. And a description of each, which was cool. Always a plus, especially when you're doing reviews, stuff like that's really handy. Then they sent me all their juices come in these boxes, and what's kind of cool about them, if you're into puzzles, you put them together, and how's it go? Oops, shoot. So you put them together, and they make a picture of an eagle, which is freaking awesome, right? God bless America. So I got all that, and then they sent me their business card, which has their contact info on the back. It's awesome. All their stuff's made in the USA, of course. And I just thought they put a lot of money into this, and I'll show you one of their bottles. It's got a cork in it, which, I mean, Whiskey Rebellion, old time stuff. I totally get that. They did say in the letter that due to regulations that are upcoming, they can no longer do this. They're going to go to the childproof, tamper caps, all that good stuff. So, I mean, it sucks, but at least I got some that still have the corks in them. The only issue with these is they don't come with a dripper, so you got to take a dripper out of something else, or, you know, put it into a squeeze bottle or something. But it is what it is, right? What are you going to do? So I'm going to go cut some wick, and we're going to come back. I'm going to try each one of these flavors, and we're going to go to it from there. And I'm really looking forward to it. I have not vaped any of these flavors yet, so I can't wait. So we'll be right back. Hang around. Okay, we're back. The flavor we're going to do first is called 1794. Let's get it in there. And this one is a smooth, unique blend of aged whiskey and golden natural honey. So like I said, they've got the little cork tops on them. What I did, it's so cool, I just like that. What I did is I took a bottle of juice that I had that had a dropper in it, and like a 15 ml bottle, and this fits on. It has a threaded top on it, so you know, if you want to take it with you or whatever, you can do that. So right away, the juice, I couldn't find anything on the flavor, or excuse me, on the percentages of VGPG for their juice. It looks kind of thin. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to say it's like a 70-30, 70 VG, 30 PG, or even 60-40. I don't know. It's pretty thin, but let's see how she drips. All right. Yeah, honestly, it drips pretty thin. Pretty thin. Okay. Let's get this lined up here. Oops. Let's see how she vapes. Vapor production is not bad. The first thing I get on that one is honey. Honey on the forefront and the middle. It's a lot of honey. You do, excuse me, you do get the whiskey on the finish, but it's very subtle. Very, very subtle. If you've ever had Honey Jack by Jack Daniels, it tastes just like that, exactly like that. I like it. It's good. I never thought I would like a whiskey flavor. And to note too, there is no alcohol in any of their juices. It's just the flavoring, because you know we all know vaping alcohol would be freaking horrible. So I like it. If you like Honey Jack, you will love this. And all of their flavors have some kind of whiskey flavor to them, so just be aware. I like it. God, do it again. very smooth. This would be good if you had a sore throat and wanted to vape. This would be my go-to. I highly recommend it. It's very good. You like whiskey, you're gonna love this. So we're gonna re-wick, excuse me, and we're gonna go to our next flavor, which is Hamilton's Heat. And that is a cinnamon whiskey flavor, which basically it says if you love Fireball, you'll love Hamilton's Heat, or HH as they call it. So we're gonna change out the cotton and we'll be right back. Stick around. Okay, and we're back. We're trying Hamilton's Heat, which is like a cinnamon whiskey, right? If you like Fireball, supposedly you like, I'll tell you right now, I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon flavors. If it burns my throat, not a fan, but I haven't tried this one yet, so we're gonna see. So, same consistency. I think all the juices are pretty much like a 70-30 or 60-40. But let's try this and let's see how she is. Really strong cinnamon, not to where it burns you though, if that makes sense. And you get the whiskey with it almost at the same time. It tastes like Fireball. If you like Fireball, this is right up your alley, I'll tell you right now. It tastes like Fireball. That's the best review I could give you. It tastes like Fireball. It's good. I don't know if I would vape this all day, but they nailed it. It tastes just like Fireball. So hey, if put the cork back in here, if you like Fireball, go check this one out, Hamilton's Heat. So again, we're gonna re-wick and we'll be back here in just a second. Stick around. Alright, we're gonna be doing Old Fashioned. Hopefully that focuses. Okay. Now, Old Fashioned is whiskey with subtle hints of cherry and orange for a smooth, sweet finish. Okay. So let's see how this one does. Like I said before, same consistency as the other ones. It's if you can see this, watch it drip. I mean, it's water, not water, but it saturates really well into the cotton. It's quick. It's not like a thick VG. You got to wait for it to soak in. So let's see how this bad boy vapes. All right, here we go. That's different. Okay. I taste a lot of whiskey, okay, so I do have somewhat a discerning palate. The average person, I think, would spit this out. But if you take the time and actually analyze the flavor, it's exactly what they advertise. Cherry and orange, smooth sweet finish, the whole nine. The initial hit, it's a little harsh, Not my favorite out of the bunch. And what I'm gonna say is you get everything they list on the finish. The initial hit, it's a little harsh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying it's horrible, I'm just saying it's not my favorite one. It might be this might be an acquired taste. The initial hit's a little bitter. It's not my favorite. I fully appreciate the juice and everything. That is not my favorite. But you're here for honest reviews, right? So that's what it is. If you have a very discerning palate and you're able to decipher flavors, especially on the finish, you might want to check it out. That's what I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I got to say about that right now. Alright, so we're going to change the wicks out and we're going to come back and do the next one. So stick around. Okay, and we're back. Came back a little early, still wicking up a little bit, but I want to talk a little bit more about this company because I tell you what, anything with whiskey catches my eye. I'm not a whiskey connoisseur by any means, but I do enjoy whiskey. Big fan of moonshine, the whole nine. Done a lot of research on the subject. And, okay, a little background history here. The Whiskey Rebellion started in 1791 because back then, all the farmers that grew grains and barleys and corn and all that good stuff, their excess grain at the end of the harvest season, they would ferment and turn into whiskey, and it became used as a currency almost. They'd buy and sell and barter and trade and all that good stuff. They'd use whiskey. So in 1791, the government tried to excise a tax on it, and of course that was met with huge resistance. So that lasted from 1791 to 1794, which hence the flavor that these guys have, 1794. Anybody who does that and they put that kind of stuff in there, because I'm a huge history buff, I love that stuff. That's the main reason I wanted to review this juice, just because the premise of their whole line, I just liked it. So that was it. So we're all wicked up, and the next one we're going to do is Angry Farmer, which is a whiskey and tobacco, and from their website, that's the description: whiskey and tobacco, nothing better. So we're going to drip a little bit here and see how she does. I just built this coil setup today. We're vaping on the Tugboat, and I have 6 wraps of 24 gauge, which came out to about 0.3 ohms. And we're rocking the Panzer mod for this one. So let's see. Get all our safety disconnects done. Here we go. Okay, we're good. Alright, so let's see how she does. Oh my God. Good one. That is incredible. It's definitely whiskey and tobacco, but the combination that they've used in both of those flavors together, this is phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of this. It's sweet. Excuse me. It's really sweet, but one flavor doesn't overpower the other. It's an excellent combination. I think that's my favorite out of the bunch. I would vape this all day. Those two flavors come together to make another flavor, and I can almost place it, but not quite, but it's good. This, huge fan. That's really good. I like that. Well done, guys. Okay, we're gonna jerk out this wick and get going. We're gonna do the Copper Kettle next, which is vanilla mixed with Tabasco, or Tabasco, not Tabasco, tobacco, and a touch of whiskey. So vanilla mixed with tobacco, I can't talk tonight. Tobacco and a touch of whiskey. So I've been looking forward to this one because those sound really good to me. So we're gonna tuck this in here. Try not to waste too much of y'all's time. And I mean, that was another thing that really got me going on this company, because I sent them a message on, excuse me guys, I got a cough I've been dealing with for a minute, and it's still going on, but I sent them one message on Facebook with a link to my channel, and there was no hesitation at all. They go, oh yeah, what nickel level do you want? And send it out to me, which, I mean, I don't like fishing for free juice. I don't like that. I would rather give an honest review and get a newer company on the map and let you guys know what I think of it and what you might think of it. That way everybody wins, because it's all about vaping. So we're going to tuck this in here. Ba-bang. Alright. Okay, we're going to drip this right now. Copper kettle. And again, the corks, I love this. It's too bad they're doing away with them, but I understand why they are, because once the government gets a hold of it, it ruins it. Just like the Whiskey Rebellion of 1791, right? Okay. Let's see. My wife got me this Panzer mod for Christmas, and it had a button issue, but I've worked that out, and now I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so here we go. Copper kettle. Some here. Once again, vanilla mixed with tobacco and a touch of whiskey. Let's give it a shot. That flavor really complements the last one. It says vanilla. I do get vanilla, but it's almost like a honey flavor, like a honey tobacco, with just a little bit of whiskey on the finish. This is good. The tobacco is not overpowering at all. It's, God, right where it needs to be. That's perfect. I really like that. Call me crazy, but all three of those flavors come together and gives you just the slightest hint of licorice, if that makes any sense. It's not a licorice flavor by any means, don't get me wrong, but just on the finish you get just a hint of like black licorice. But I don't like black licorice, but I like this. This is really good. I'm out of flavors, y'all. I wish I had 3 more to do, because their line is outstanding. Just really good stuff. Excuse me. I want to say thanks to all the people at Whiskey Rebellion that they sent me the juice to review. I hope I did it justice, because just their marketing alone, the way they package their stuff, I mean, the backstory on all their juices, what they're doing. They're in the process right now. They're trying to get their American E-Liquid Manufacturing Standards Association certificate, which is not easy to get, and they're trying to do it. So, I mean, they list all their batch numbers. They send all their juices out to a third-party tester, a third-party lab, which most juices don't do. It just tells you how concerned with quality they are. So, give these guys a shot. Right now, the only place I saw it online for sale is at CompleteVape.com. I'm going to put a link to that on this channel, and I'm going to link their Facebook, everything I can find these guys. I'm going to put a link to their page. So, yeah, give them a shot. You won't be disappointed. A varied range of flavors, and I don't think there's one you won't like. So, give them a shot. Check them out. Good stuff. So, thank you for clicking on this video, as always. Like, comment, subscribe, and especially comment. I mean, if you like the video, or if there's something else you want to see, put it in the comments, because I don't know unless you tell me, right? So, alright, we're at the bunker, we're out. Thank you very much for watching this video. Vape long, vape strong.